I'm so excited. I haven't eaten today in anticipation of this.
You're getting excited for that juicy dog meat.
Yes. Well, I mean, this isn't just, and thank you so much. This is the voice of Molly Elwood, the actual Molly Elwood off of Elwood's Organic Dog Meat,
Yeah.
part of the
Hi.
dynasty. And thank you for sending. I can't believe you sent all this stuff.
Oh,
Here it is.
I want everyone to try it and just, feast on the deliciousness, especially the holidays, like getting people excited about bringing this to their holiday potlucks and stuff. So,
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
this is my first butterboard, and I hope I sort of executed it correctly.
it looks beautiful. It looks
Well,
beautiful. That herbed
yeah, the
dog milk butter.
Yes. Should I start with that? I was thinking because I'm assuming that's going to have the mildest taste.
Yes, I think you want to try
I'm
that
gonna
first, maybe with a little
stick
bit
a little
of
taste
bread.
in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is freshly churned dog milk butter
That's amazing.
with a little herb and some edible flowers. It's really
Wow.
soft and really rich. What do you think?
I could eat it with a spoon, frankly. It's it's gorgeous. And it's got that real depth that you get.
Yeah.
So this is like a cultured butter, right? Do you
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's we turn it here on site. We milk the dogs, every
Mhm.
day, and it's just the gorgeous output there. That's just they just give it to us. It's a
With the
gift.
dogs, because with cows, I think they milk them twice a day. Because it's a different frame and stuff. Do they metabolize more quickly? Do you have to milk them more often?
Actually, maybe it depends on the breed. Our larger breeds, we do them 2 to 3 times a day. The smaller is about 3 times.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, that they just walk themselves right into the barn. They love when
amazing.
it's milking time.
They learn so fast. Um,
Hmm.
that was gorgeous. Uh,
Yeah.
Now, where do I go with
Look,
these meats? You've got this.
I
There's like what looks like a bacon and some cold cut kind of things, some
I think you
sausagey
should
bits.
end with the bacon. I think you should
Mm.
start with the darker one that is a
Okay,
maple glazed yellow lab tornado steak.
this one.
That
Okay.
one, yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a cut taken from the small end of the tenderloin that sits
Mm.
right below the dog's ribs next to the backbone. Yeah.
Mm. I, it's kind of melting in my
Yeah,
mouth.
very tender, super lean, and that maple glaze gives it a lot of depth.
Now, is this is this free range?
Yeah, of course. Everything on all of the animals are free range. At least in the summertime. In the winter, we do have to keep them in barns just because it's pretty cold and we got to protect them from the elements. So,
Yeah.
but summertime, they have reign of the pasture. They get to like munch on bugs and do all the things that nature intended.
Yeah. It's kind of amazing because I find sometimes with the more intensively farmed meats, particularly a cut like this, where it's already very tender, it's almost too tender. It's almost because the
Hmm.
animals don't really move about. Um,
Right.
but
The
you've kind of got the
extra.
balance because the free range stuff is almost sometimes too lean.
Yes, you got it. There, it's definitely a balance. We try to keep them from getting too much exercise towards the end, but
Mhm.
during their first few months, they have all that puppy energy, and it would be a shame
Mm.
to waste it.
That's amazing. And the glaze is
Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah. I think
You got to
that
give me the
really
recipe
brings
for
it
that.
out. Yeah, I think that you could put that maple glaze on anything; it would taste good. Even out of beans or something. But
Sure. Yeah.
once that.
I was going to say tofu, but let's not push it. Um, definitely not tempeh. Um,
No.
wow, that's good. All right, go on then. What should I do
I
next?
think that the lighter one on your
Uh-huh,
left
the long one.
is yeah.
Yeah, yeah, this
Um
one.
that one there, yeah,
Oh,
that
wow.
is our, let's see, what did we send you? That's the dry aged sliced Sheltie salami.
Okay, lassie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sheltie's smaller, like it's a
Oh, okay.
oops. Yeah, it's a little
Like a mini
miniature
lassie.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
wow,
light
that's
went out.
cute.
Oh well. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is made with garlic, cumin, and orange, and of
Mm,
course they're humanely raised heritage Shelties.
okay.
Um, great on a butterboard or a charcuterie board, and
Yeah.
great lunch meat for sandwiches.
Oh, yeah, totally. And it's the cumin's really good.
The cumin, yeah,
Yeah.
it has a really, really bright flavor.
Oh, it's
One
gorgeous.
of my favorites. It's Landon, my husband, got a deli slicer for Christmas last year, and he has
Oh.
just been slicing everything that he can fit in the in the slicer. We are doing
Do
lab
you
and
do?
corgi.
Because I do for Christmas. What we like to do is get maybe like an Alsatian leg or something like that, and just have it on the side. And then
Right,
there's a
right.
knife there, and people can just kind of carve what they want.
But when you can cut it so it's so thin, like you can almost see through it. It's almost like papery. It is
Amazing.
just there's nothing like it.
That's nice because you sometimes get kind of like the connective tissue and stuff between the muscles and stuff can be a bit
Hmm.
on the thicker cuts. It's
Off-putting.
yeah,
It's a bit
but when
off-putting.
it's
Yeah,
that
no,
thin, it just kind of melts away in your mouth.
yeah, you just want it to almost not resemble meat at all. It's more like,
Yeah,
a breath or something.
sure.
Let's see, what do you want to try next?
Well, we got there's the sort of lollipop things on a skewer, or there's the is that sausagey? I guess yes. And then
I
there's the
think
bacon.
that yeah, I think that is the ones on the skewer.
Yes.
That is the skinless pan-seared Yorkie thighs.
Oh wow, I do love a thigh.
I
So
thought they're so juicy.
mm, there's a kick.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
ironic for a leg, right?
yeah, that is the it's marinated in fresh organic chipotle.
Mm.
So it just, super tender, just juicy perfection, really buttery. That's what I was that was the one that really surprised me when it came out.
Yeah. What do you, I mean? Do you because they're quite a small breed? Do you do a lot of smaller breed dogs?
Oh yes, yes.
How do you make that
These
work commercially?
Well, so you have to have a lot of them in order to profit, right?
Right.
Especially for a small farm, we have to have a lot of them. So these picnic breeds like Yorkies and Pomeranians and Chihuahuas, they actually make up 88% of the dogs that we harvest on our farm
Wow.
here. We have them in a really giant shed, which sounds a little dark, but they do have access to a door, if they can get to it. So
Okay.
they could go
Right.
inside and
So
outside
now is that
anytime they
free
want.
range or is that barn reared? That's free range.
That's free range. That's free
Yeah.
range. Yeah, each one has access to a space about the size of a piece of paper, which is, I mean, that's more than enough. These are very
Yeah.
small dogs, so they're fine. And
Yeah.
but yeah, it's not pretty, but
No.
it's the money maker.
It's been a really tough year. I've read, I mean, particularly in the UK, there was an outbreak of dog influenza.
Right,
And so they've
right.
had to kind of cull huge numbers of dogs. I don't know if have you had any of that?
Yeah, we did. We actually had to euthanize one of our Yorkie sheds. We did the foam. It's just a traditional method of
What's the foam?
flood.
What's that?
You flood the shed with a foam. It's similar to the foam that they use in fire extinguishers. So it's a
Okay.
gentle foam that just goes over the dogs, and they just suffocate slowly. I mean,
Yeah.
it's quiet, it's calm. There's no other way to euthanize that number of animals. So
Because I think we do
it's
the ventilation shutdown thing
oh
where
yeah,
you
yes.
basically seal the room and then turn up the
Hmm.
heat.
Hmm. We did
Oh,
that with some larger breeds. We had a breakout of dog TB, and so that was a bit rough. There were some survivors. We had to go in and take them, to the next step, to the next place by
sure.
by hand, which was a bit much for Landon and I to do on our own. So yeah,
It must
the
be so
foam was
hard
great.
seeing all those animals that you've cared for so much dying. I mean, I
You
know they
know,
die anyway, but
yeah, right. I mean, it is hard because we put a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of,
mm,
sweat and tears into this life. So, but I mean, you can't have livestock without dead stock. It's just, that's
true.
so,
Well, look, to
but
jollier things,
yes,
I get
yes.
so annoyed when like vegans and vegetarians call like veggie burgers,
Yeah.
but Dachshunds are called sausage dogs for a reason, right?
Right. They're shaped like it.
Right.
But we gave you ground
Right.
dachshund sausage.
Got
That's the rosemary garlic. It's our seasonal holiday
Oh,
sausage.
yeah. This
Isn't
is a
that
great kind of
nice?
family sausage. You know what I
Right.
mean?
It is. You can put that in spaghetti. You can eat that. You can eat that at breakfast. You can shape it into a breakfast patty.
Mm. That's the one. I could eat that all day.
Yeah.
Dachshund.
We
I
actually
had no idea.
Yeah, we just had that last night, actually. Yeah, like that's why spaghetti's on my mind. My husband Landon just put it into spaghetti last night, and
That was gorgeous.
that's one thing about like living on a farm. It's so fresh. You
Mm.
know, there's nothing like it was yapping yesterday, and today it's on my plate.
That is a good dog.
Yeah.
And how do you for the actual, because this is the sort of the ground dog,
Right,
but
right.
what do
We
you
do, yeah.
do for the
We
sausages themselves?
We have a link sausage, and we use natural casings on all of our links. So we do either the intestines or dachshund skin, and that it gives such a good snap. It's just such a great bite to it. Like you're not going to get that with uh, anything else.
And is that a proper nose to tail sausage?
Yes, yes, we use
I love their
every
little
part of the
snoots.
dog.
Yeah.
Well, there are some pieces that end up getting, ground up for other purposes, but
Okay.
for
Sure.
hashtag purposes, nose to tail.
Okay. I will hashtag it. And finally, everyone's favorite, it's the bacon.
Oh my God, the pug bacon. That is our number one seller.
Wait for this.
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna let you take that bite.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's it's more with pig bacon. It's quite it's got real bite and real chew to it.
Yeah,
This is a
so
little bit here's more
little
tender.
thin. Yeah, it is. It's more smaller animals, so a little more tender. We do hardwood smoked that's uncured as well. So it is an organic heritage pug breed that we've been raising. My step uncle started breeding them in 1981. So they are that is our that's the Elwood special. But yeah, we do it without. You like it?
I love it, and I'm not really a fan of pugs ordinarily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those faces are a little.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dare
Well,
I
luckily
say
you don't have to
scrotal,
look at
but, yeah.
you don't you don't have to look at them to eat them. So that's the good part.
Now I
You may
know
have
why
trouble
they were put on
breathing.
this earth. Yeah. That's gorgeous. The smokiness, the balance of that is amazing. Do you smoke it yourself?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
That's my favorite thing that I like to do when I'm, kind of just want to step away and do my own thing, is get into the smokehouse and hang some pugs. It's just
That's wonderful. Absolutely stunning. So I'm guessing in the UK it's probably too late for Christmas orders.
Yes, it is, but you can get your roast in time for Easter if you're looking for that. We are going to be doing we do a turducken for the holiday season, and we're going to extend it to Easter. And turducken, I don't know, do you have that in
I've heard of the
UK?
turducken. Yeah. Which is the thing
Yeah.
stuffed in a thing, stuffed in a thing.
Yeah. We do a you pick turducken, so you can pick from your 3 different breeds, size, a small, medium, and a large, and you can stuff them all. And it's with our Cajun seasoning on it. That's just, I mean, if you want an American Easter, turducken's it.
That sounds incredible. Well, I'm sure people will be flocking to your website. What is the website address?
The website is elwooddogmeat.com. That's ELWOOD dogmeat.com. And you can also find us on social media, Elwood Dog Meat.
Perfect. Molly, honestly, thank you so much for this. I know I should share it with my family, but wow.
No one will know if you gobble that up yourself.
It's been a joy to talk to you, and thank you again.
Thank you.
And good luck with the future, because you're doing it right. Not like
Thanks so
others.
much. Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks.